I can't believe it. The ATM just ate my card. And they told me it would be another week before I got another one. A week? You know, they can put a duck on the moon, but they can't figure out how to make an ATM work properly. Go figure. Baby Looney Tunes is next. This is Cartoon Network.
Although Robin is an upstanding citizen, he's not allowed to go in the bank. I can see the bank's point of view, though. If you let one masked teenager with a belt full of weapons in, you've got to let them all in. Don't miss Teen Titans, coming up next on Cartoon Network. So I walked past the barbershop, and I thought I saw Double D getting a haircut. It turned out he was just getting a little taken off the sides of his knit cap. Coming up next, it's What's New Scooby-Doo, right here on Cartoon Network. Tonight, Cartoon Network is showing the 20 best cartoons of the summer. It will be just like reliving your entire summer, but without the poison ivy, the sunburns, or the mosquitoes. Don't miss the summer's 20 best cartoons, tonight at 6, only on Cartoon Network. You're watching the Saturday Block Party with Ham Taro, and tune in for next week's Block Party featuring Johnny Bravo. Oh, and don't forget to put on some bug spray. Those mosquitoes are the size of small birds. This is Cartoon Network. I thought the bookstore would be a good place to run into people I know, but when you live in a town with Coupe, Johnny Bravo, and the Eds, a bookstore can be a very, very lonely place. Ed, Ed, and Eddie continues next. This is Cartoon Network. Hey, I wanted to let you know not to bother going to the candy store in town today. Apparently, Ed, and Eddie must have found some money because they came through and emptied the place. They say it's going to take a couple of days to restock. Dexter's Lab is next. This is Cartoon Network. So, I just took my first class at Chan's Kung Fu. Intense. I am going to be sore for a month. Or at least until the next class, anyway. Dragon Ball GT is next. This is Cartoon Network. So I heard Kaz was at Pop's having lunch with Clam. Or maybe he was having clams for lunch at Pop's. Stick around because Codename Kids Next Door is coming up next. Only on Cartoon Network. Hey, if you think walking dogs is a rough job when all they do is bark, try walking a few talking dogs. Hey, I saw that fire hydrant first. You gonna eat that bone? Hey, easy on that leash. I wonder if Teen Titans are hiring. Dot Hack is next. This is Cartoon Network. Okay, even though everything in this town is within walking distance, I still prefer to drive. I know. I'm sure I'll probably get a phone call from Captain Planet. I just hope it's not in the next 30 minutes, because Jackie Chan Adventures is next. This is Cartoon Network. Alright, so the last time I went to the drive-in, I ended up getting stuck parked behind the Megas. Couldn't see a thing. Anyway, Teen Titans is next. This is Cartoon Network. I think Coupe needs to go back to driving school. A red light means stop. Just because he can step over an entire traffic jam doesn't mean he should. That being said, I wonder if he can give me a ride tomorrow. Megas XLR is next on Cartoon Network. You know, it's unnerving when I'm at the doctor's office and the Grim Reaper walks in. I just have to remind myself that Grim goes to the same doctor as I do, and I usually end up feeling much better. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is coming up next on Cartoon Network. The other day, I was at Pop's Diner and saw Eustace, Muriel, and the mayor eating dinner. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Talk about an early bird special. Stick around for the Powerpuff Girls, coming up next. This is Cartoon Network. Okay, so I was behind Batman at the gas station today. You think filling your tank is expensive? The Batmobile's got a jet engine. Man, he must be rich, huh? Stick around, Lucha is next. This is Cartoon Network. I just got my pictures back from Photolab, and they are all of the inside of a lens cap. It looks like they must have gotten my photos mixed up with Ed's photos again. The Eds are next. This is Cartoon Network. Coming up tonight on Cartoon Network's Fridays, we've got brand new episodes of the Powerpuff Girls, What's New Scooby-Doo, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and Johnny Bravo. Plus, we'll feature the best of Milkman Fred the entire night. That's tonight at 7 on Fridays, only on Cartoon Network. Coming up tonight on Cartoon Network's Fridays, we've got brand new episodes of Codename Kids Next Door, The Powerpuff Girls, What's New Scooby-Doo, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and Johnny Bravo. Plus, we'll feature the best of Whiskers the entire night. That's tonight at 7 on Fridays, only on Cartoon Network. Coming up tomorrow night on Cartoon Network's Fridays, we've got a night full of premieres. Catch brand new episodes of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, The Powerpuff Girls, What's New Scooby-Doo, Lucha, and Johnny Bravo. Check them all out tomorrow night at 7 on Fridays, only on Cartoon Network.
Coming up tonight on Cartoon Network's Fridays, we start a month-long celebration of Halloween with a special presentation of Scary Godmother. Plus, brand new episodes of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Billy and Mandy, and Evil Con Carne. Catch all the fun tonight at 7 on Fridays, only on Cartoon Network. Coming up tonight on Cartoon Network's Fridays, we've got brand new episodes of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and a special back-to-back-to-back Halloween presentation of Billy and Mandy with a brand new episode included. Watch Tommy and Zinga and all the gang tonight at 7 on Fridays, only on Cartoon Network. Coming up tomorrow night on Cartoon Network's Fridays, we have brand new episodes of Hi Hi Puffy Amiyumi and What's New Scooby-Doo. Plus, a special presentation of the Powerpuff Girls, 'Twas the Fight Before Christmas. It's a special holiday night, and it all starts tomorrow night at 6:30 on Fridays, only on Cartoon Network. Coming up tomorrow night on Cartoon Network's Fridays, we have brand new episodes of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and Duck Dodgers. Plus, Tommy visits with the cast of the new movie, Robots. It all starts tomorrow night at 7 on Fridays, only on Cartoon Network. Coming up tomorrow night on Cartoon Network's Fridays, we have brand new episodes of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and Duck Dodgers. Come celebrate the day after St. Patrick's Day with Tommy, Tara, and the whole Fridays gang. Tomorrow night at 7, only on Cartoon Network.
So, Grim and I went to the movies last night to see Zombie Invaders 16, but Single D had already eaten all the tickets. So, we went to Pop's instead. Unfortunately, it was dog night, and with Grim being a skeleton, things got pretty frisky. We still can't find his femur. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is next, and this is Cartoon Network. So I was downtown today and saw the Professor, Number One, and Dexter standing around the Professor's car. Apparently, he was locked out. I mean, come on. How many geniuses does it take to open a car door? Yu-Gi-Oh! Is next. This is Cartoon Network.
So I was in the restroom over at the mall, and guess who didn't wash their hands? The Canker sisters. Gross! Speaking of germs, Ozzy and Drix is coming up next, only on Cartoon Network.
It never fails. At least once a week, I step in a giant blob of gum. One of these days, I'm going to catch that little litterbug who's responsible. And I have a hunch as to who it might be. Okay, a pup named Scooby-Doo is next. This is Cartoon Network. I was at the hardware store this morning picking up some stuff for my apartment, and I ran into Duck Dodgers. He said he was getting some nails and glue for his spaceship. Now, does that concern anyone else? Duck Dodgers is next. This is Cartoon Network. So today I took Shaggy and Scooby up on a dare that I couldn't spend the night in the old haunted mansion. But you know, that place doesn't look nearly as scary during the day. Maybe I should rethink this. Anyway, 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo is next. This is Cartoon Network. Hey, be careful if you're walking around town today. I was crossing the street a little while ago, and I looked left and right, but I didn't look up. The next thing I know, Duck Dodger's spaceship nearly took my head off. Who gave that guy his license anyway? Duck Dodgers is next. This is Cartoon Network. I just want to say, Ricochet better win his match today, because I've got a lot invested in him. Seriously, I lend him a week's allowance for that mask, and they don't come cheap. Lucha is next. This is Cartoon Network. Some networks only give you the life of their main characters, but not Cartoon Network. We've decided to go that extra mile and give you their times, too. And by the looks of it, these are going to be some pretty exciting times. Don't miss The Life and Times of Juniper Lee, coming up next, only on Cartoon Network. Plank had signed up to take a martial arts class with me, but dropped out when most of the class tried to break him in half. Fortunately for all of us, he made it out of there in one piece. Don't miss Plank's friends, Ed, Ed, and Eddie, coming up next, only on Cartoon Network. It was a windy day out, so I decided to try flying my kite out in the park. And just as soon as I let out all of the string, the kids next door flew by and took my kite with them. They owe me $2.35. Tom and Jerry is next. This is Cartoon Network. So I went shopping downtown today, and I noticed that the stores are completely sold out of white lab coats again. I mean, how many outfits does Dexter need? Dexter's Lab is next. This is Cartoon Network. Ed, Ed, and Eddie are real ladies' men. Unfortunately for them, the ladies happen to be the Canker sisters. Don't miss Ed, Ed, and Eddie, coming up next, only on Cartoon Network. Poor Ed was at the laundromat all night until someone explained to him that 24-hour laundry doesn't mean you have to spend 24 hours doing laundry. Ed, Ed, and Eddie is coming up next on Cartoon Network. So, I had to make an important call and I didn't have my cell phone with me. Good thing I ran into Clover, who let me use her super secret spy phone. Now this is between you and me. It was a long distance call. Stay tuned because Baby Looney Tunes is coming up next. Only on Cartoon Network.
This has been the longest day in the history of time. I was counting the moments between seconds. I don't even know what that means. A new episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is next. This is Cartoon Network.
You know, there are some things that money can't buy. Like the look on a little boy's face as he takes home his first subatomic antimatter nuclear accelerator. That Dexter is so cute. Cyborg 009 is next. This is Cartoon Network.
Hey, I'm starting to wonder who's running this place. I was down at City Hall today, so I thought I'd stop by and say hi to the mayor. But Miss Bellum told me she didn't want to interrupt his nap. I mean, should he be napping during work hours? Stick around. Dexter's Lab is up next. This is Cartoon Network.
Sometimes I get a little uneasy passing by Billy's house. It's not the whole Grim Reaper thing that freaks me out so much as Billy. He's just not right. Don't go anywhere because What's New Scooby-Doo is coming up next, right here on Cartoon Network.
The kids next door travel to the ends of the earth to stop the delightful children, but you just have to travel across the room to your computer. The kids next door need you to finish the online mission before Operation Graduates tomorrow night at 7. The kids next door have found their most powerful ally ever in stopping the delightful children from down the lane. You! The kids next door need you to finish the online mission before Operation Graduates tomorrow night at 7.
Informer here. Don't go anywhere because it's the announcement you've been waiting for. See who's at the top of their game on codename Kids Next Door Operation Best. It could even be you in the lead. Coming up next, only on Cartoon Network.
The Powerpuff Girls are throwing a party tonight, so you know what that means. New outfit. Oh yeah, all style, all attitude, eat your hearts out. Cyborg 009 is up next. This is Cartoon Network.
So I was talking to Raven the other day, and she told me their building doesn't allow pets. But the landlord made an exception for Beast Boy. I mean, after all, he's housebroken, and he doesn't scratch the furniture. Codename Kids Next Door is next. This is Cartoon Network.
I'm guessing aliens are the best kind of pets to take with you on vacation. After all, if they made it all the way to Earth from their planet, they must be used to taking pretty long trips. Don't miss Pet Alien, coming up next, only on Cartoon Network. I was baking a pie and ran out of a few ingredients. I was about to head over to Mouse to get some reinforcements when Ed showed up at my door with sugar, flour, and eggs. It was a little weird, but helpful nonetheless. That's why he has my vote. Tune in tomorrow night at 7:30 for Scary Godmother, only on Cartoon Network.
Being the most powerful warrior on Earth doesn't come without a price. Goku can't even go out to eat without the guy at the next table challenging him to an arm wrestling match. Don't miss Dragon Ball Z, coming up next, only on Cartoon Network. Okay, it doesn't happen every day around here, but on occasion we'll get a pretty nasty traffic jam, right? The last time I got stuck in it, I had the pleasure of being in front of Eustace. We had to roll the windows up to get away from his yelling. Talk about road rage. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You is next. This is Cartoon Network.
Ami and Yumi are like the girls next door. If you happen to live next door to fabulously wealthy rock stars with lots of power and fame. Don't miss Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi, coming up next, only on Cartoon Network. Safety is very important to me, which is why I decided to live here. I mean, think about it. When you have the Justice League, the Teen Titans, and the Powerpuff Girls all living in the same place, criminals want to be anywhere else. Justice League is next. This is Cartoon Network. know the school of Lucha's code is honor, family, tradition, donuts. And I think it's a good philosophy. I honor my family, and donuts are my tradition. How about that? Lucha is next. This is Cartoon Network.
At Granny's daycare, she has a wide variety of snacks to choose from. She just has to remind Sylvester that Tweety isn't one of them. Don't miss Baby Looney Tunes, coming up next on Cartoon Network.
Hey, if you see Billy wearing a pair of pink socks, please take them. They're mine. He got my dryer at the laundromat yesterday and said he never saw them, but I'm not so sure about that. Anyway, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is next. This is Cartoon Network.
Boy, did I pick the wrong day to go to Candyland. After the Eds and Dee Dee were done, all the store had left were sour balls. Eustace bought 2 cases. Stick around. Pokemon is next. This is Cartoon Network.
I saw Blue frantically searching the laundry supply aisle at the grocery store this morning. Apparently, he was having some static cling issues. Don't go anywhere because Crypto the Superdog is right around the corner. This is Cartoon Network.
It's bad enough that Sticky Beard is always trying to rob Candyland. But if he has to, maybe he could wear a beard hairnet when he does. There's nothing grosser than Sticky Beard shedding all over the candy. Codename Kids Next Door is coming up next on Cartoon Network.
Okay, so I know this isn't funny, but I saw Jerry Mouse getting caught in the street cleaner's curbside broom. He was okay, a little dizzy, but okay. Teen Titans is next. This is Cartoon Network. Okay, so I'm walking home from the grocery store, right? When all of a sudden the mystery machine comes screaming around the corner, nearly knocking me over. Turns out the Mystery Inc. gang were at the Haunted Mansion. Again. I've got 2 words for them. No sympathy. Dot Hack is next. This is Cartoon Network. It took me an hour to get a table in Pops today. Seemed like everyone was in that line. Well, everyone except Billy and Mandy. No, sir. They just walked over to a full table and cleared it right up. I mean, I guess it helps to have the Grim Reaper as a personal friend, huh? Dot Hack is next. This is Cartoon Network.
I ran into Wilt at the tailor as he was picking up some pants he had altered. His bill was astronomical for just 1 pair of pants. It seems he had to get several feet added onto the bottom of the hem. Stick around because Static Shock is coming up next, only on Cartoon Network.
Have you been to the Kids Next Door Treehouse lately? What a mess. 2x4s and duct tape everywhere. You can't even find the bathroom in that place. And after all that root beer they drink, that has to be a major issue. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is next. This is Cartoon Network.
X5 got caught in a rainstorm last week, and he just hasn't been the same. It might be time for his rust protection tune-up. Coming up next, it's Kids Next Door, right here on Cartoon Network.
Well, I'm up to my ears in beakers. I don't even have a need for beakers, but the science store had them at half price, and I cannot resist the sale. Ed, and Eddie is next. This is Cartoon Network.
So I've got karate class today at Chan's. I'm working on getting my black belt. Batman's made it all the way to utility belt. There's no telling what you gotta do to earn that. Pokemon's next. This is Cartoon Network. Going to the gym always makes me feel a little insecure, but especially when I get stuck next to Wonder Woman on the weight machines. She is amazing. Justice League is next. This is Cartoon Network.
So, I stopped by the hardware store today to pick up some firewood, but I left when I saw Johnny 2x4 having a conversation with the inventory. I mean, I wasn't weirded out, I just didn't want to interrupt. Don't go away. Ed, and Eddie is next. This is Cartoon Network.
The other day, Ami and Yumi went into Pops, and they weren't inside for 5 minutes before a huge crowd gathered out front. They had to sneak out through the back alley to get away. I think they may have startled the Gangrene Gang. Stay tuned because coming up next, it's Hi Puffy Ami Yumi, only on Cartoon Network.
Living on my own is the best. I go to sleep whenever I want, and I could watch TV all the time. I'm like a kid next door without having to do all that work. Codename Kids Next Door is next. This is Cartoon Network.
Atomic Betty's job is to guard the galaxy from evil and defend the cosmos from danger. Times have really changed. When I was her age, the job just meant babysitting and occasionally selling some lemonade in my front yard. Don't miss Atomic Betty next, only on Cartoon Network. I think Tom the Cat may be a little confused. I saw him chasing Hamtaro over by City Hall. Good thing the Ham gang was there to help poor little Hamtaro to safety. Bad kitty. Static Shock is coming up next on Cartoon Network.